Welcome back to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 154. I'm your host for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight's opening question is, when was the last time you cared about an award show? Chris.
Hi.
Hi.
The last time I cared about an award show was 2018 when Logan won the Citizenship Award in grade 7.
That's cheating. Oh my God.
But that's fantastic. No, I'll
that
take
counts.
it. That counts. I didn't say which award show. You are 100% correct.
Yeah.
That's why.
Ray, when was the last time you cared about an award show?
I had to go with the same one, but that being said, as for like award shows that are televised, I gotta say like the Much Music Movie Awards were really what I like. I'd watch the Grammy or the Grammys or I'd watch the Oscars, but none of them I really gave a shit about because I didn't trust them. Because I learned very early in life that if it won the best picture, it's probably not a good movie. So therefore I was Much Music and the movie awards I always really enjoyed because it was a lot of fun.
Gotcha. Sean, what about you?
Probably 1992, the Horror Hall of Fame, which only lasted 3 years, hosted by Robert Englund.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, okay.
And the Crypt Keeper. That
was
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the only time I was like, oh, this is so cool. Granted, I don't watch horror movies. It scares the shit out of me. So, but it was a cool show. Other than that, like Oscars and stuff like that, I remember my parents watching them when I was younger, and it was pretty cool because I got to stay up really, really late, but that was it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's like, ooh, the movies are on. Hooray, they're doing Best Actor and all that. I don't know what these movies are. I don't know who that actor is, so I didn't really care.
Like, I might know one out of the pack, so of course I'm like, well, I want that one to win. Well, it didn't matter if it was the best one or not. It was like, well, that's the one I know. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The last time I cared about an award show like this would have been the last time we did a competition or a thing on the site. We used to do back when the site was One Man Asylum. We used to do it every year, but Chris reminded me we think we've done it at least once under the rebranding of Epically Geeky. But it was like basically like kind of like a just, pick who do you think would be, win in each thing or whatever. And then there was a points awarded. And, I don't even know if we had a prize or anything. But yeah, that would have been the last time. And it was just because it made it fun. That was the only thing that made it fun. It's funny. I literally was I was listening to a podcast earlier this week or last week, and they were talking about award shows. And they brought up the fact that like, yeah, I don't really care anymore. The only reason we used to care is because we'd have like a pot or a pool or, something going on, where we were betting on it and kind of having fun or whatever. And the one guy was like, yeah, he said, and then it took a while. He said, but I kind of cracked the code and I always won. And then it got boring as hell. He said, because, and it's funny because one of the things he did say, he's like, one of the key things I figured out was if the movie talks about Hollywood itself, like how great Hollywood is, that's your winner right there. Doesn't matter what else went up against it. That's what's going to win. Yeah. And it's funny because I've heard other people in different things say the exact same thing. They're like, "Oh no, if it's hooray for Hollywood, that's your winner." So, this topic was brought up by Ray. He wanted to bring it up specifically because even if you don't have a dog in the race and you don't really care necessarily who won or whatever, sometimes you still look at, why the hell did that win? And you go back and you look at it and you're like, man, like that definitely shouldn't have won. Like that had no cultural significance. No one talks about that movie anymore. Like that was dumb.
Yeah. So it was a buddy of mine. He was on Netflix and he's like, oh, it showed like Oscar or award-winning movies. And he looked at his wife and he's like, I've never watched this one before. And it was Leaving Las Vegas. Oh, and he watched it and he's like, what the fuck is that? He's like, it's
depressing. That's a depressing.
It was so terrible is what he said. Like, I remember watching it as a part of, I don't remember watching a lot of it, but he said, there's a show for you. And I thought, well, with the Oscars coming up and with everything going on, why don't we pick our winners for those years that should have won instead of fucking the shitty ass
Whatever won. Yeah, absolutely.
English Patient.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
All right.
See?
That's one of the few that I actually went to see. That was the worst date ever. God.
Did you get a wife out of it though?
No, that was before
No,
the
that was
Oh,
before.
that's right.
That was before, man.
Did you get a
Cut his
wife out
fucking
of it?
thumbs off the whole time in the movie. I was thinking, boy, he's gonna have a rough night on his own. Like, how are you gonna do it? No thumbs.
Well, who
That
wants
was
to go
teenager.
first?
I'll go first then.
All right, Chris.
Okay.
What award
so
show? What year? What are we talking about?
So I just did strictly Oscars,
Yeah.
and I used to watch the Oscars religiously, award season in general when we had cable, and then when we stopped stopped signing up for cable, the award shows slowly petered off. So in high school, I got really, really into it. So 1997, that awards show,
Oh,
the English Patient won for best Oscar for the best picture.
what? 97 was Titanic, wasn't it?
No,
Titanic was 98.
it came out in 97. So 97
So-
Oscars is for 1996 movies.
Oh, fuck, man. I'm totally off.
Yeah,
All
okay,
that
I see what you're saying,
memorization.
yeah.
I'm
It's a
screwed.
year
I'm off by a
behind.
year.
Yeah, so it's a year behind.
Yeah.
So
We did the same thing. I had to readjust mine.
yeah, so that's what you have to remember is that the Oscars are from last year's movies. So the English Patient one, and it's I don't know if I watched it now, it might be a little bit different. But when I tried watching it when I was like, how old was I then? Like 16. It was very boring, and I didn't watch all of it. I shut it off. What should have won was Romeo and Juliet, because that movie is a classic and the soundtrack is amazing, and
It's actually one of the best
that's the best
Shakespearean
adaptation.
movies ever.
Yeah, one of them was pretty good. So Romeo and Juliet, I think should have won.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree on that one.
So
That's fine.
my pick was either 7 or 12 Monkeys for that year.
Those are both Brad Pitt movies. There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you're saying 1997 was English Patient?
7 English Patient.
Yeah, because it was released. It came out in 1996.
6.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it was 1997 that the award show was in.
Mm-hmm.
My ears are all screwed up. Hold on here.
It's all good.
Shut up.
So yeah,
All right. 97. I know 97. Which one should have fucking won? That was Star Trek: First Contact. Fuck off. Hands down.
First Contact.
The best Star Trek movie they've ever pumped out.
First Contact.
First-
That one.
that's the
It
one
is.
Go
It
back
is
in
literally
time.
the best Star Trek movie.
They try and screw up the First Contact.
Okay.
It's
with James Cornwell.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I like that one. Yeah.
It was also in the TNG series, but I digress. Yeah, but it was a toss up with that one and Mars Attacks.
Oh,
my
I forgot
God.
about that one. Yeah.
Mars Attacks is so fantastic. I cannot wait to
is.
watch that movie with my boys.
It has so much stuff in it. We come in peace, we come in peace, and blowing people up. It's awesome.
Wasn't Jack Nicholson the
Yeah.
president?
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I love how he pulls himself together to give that last speech, and they just kind of look and they're just like, eh.
You know, or
So
what's the Bond guy?
Pierce
Right.
Brosnan
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan with his head sewed onto a chihuahua.
to a Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so. Oh man.
that was
Wasn't
that
that
was
Sarah
fantastic.
Jessica Parker's
Yeah,
head?
Sarah.
That was her
That
head.
was her
Oh yeah. No,
he was just like a head in a
floating
jar.
head.
Or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, that was 19. I think that was 97. Yeah, that was 97. But there was
Gotcha.
Jerry Maguire was a runner-up in that, which
Yeah,
I'm really
Jerry
surprised didn't. Like, show me the money! Come on!
Yeah, okay. So here's what was nominated for in '96. It was English Patient 1, but it was also Fargo, which I've never seen, but oh my god, they fucking made TV series and stuff on it. Like there's a huge cult following for that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire, fucking like everyone like loved that movie. Like that is still a huge cultural
Yeah.
significance. Then Secrets and Lies and Shine. Honestly,
English
I mean,
Patient? Oh my
yeah,
god!
no one fucking talks about the English Patient.
That was a shit show. Having
Yeah.
a nuns cut off a guy's thumbs? Not cool. Not cool at all.
That's
This is why there's always been issues with the Academy voting and stuff, because it's the whole critically acclaimed instead of box office acclaimed. Like,
but see, there would be problems with that
too. They don't get. I don't understand them.
Because they're artistic.
Oh yeah.
But see, the problem with it being critically or with being like for the box office, then like fucking like Michael Bay Transformers movies would win, and that's not right either. Like,
no. So then, where do you draw the line of like the people like it, but also because art is so subjective, but it feels like those people who are
make it a call-in show or make it like a texting show.
Like
yeah.
and then you get something like friggin' I don't know if you years ago the NHL released it for let the fans pick the all-star people, and they picked some guy that's never he played a couple of games. It was terrible.
Dude, you really should have typed that out and wrote it down before you tried saying it.
Yeah, shut up.
Or it's kind of like when they let the public vote on the name of that boat and it ended up being Bodie McBoaterface or whatever.
We saw that boat.
We saw that boat. It's over in England. It's awesome.
They oh my god, they hated that so much, but they're like, no, we said we were going to go with whatever they said.
Bodie McBoaterface. That's what it says on this little yellow submarine thing. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, what's next?
Ray, what's yours? What's your first one?
I'm gonna go with 1990. So 89 for you there, Sean. So Driving Miss Daisy won.
1990. Oh,
yep.
I know who should have won that one.
So my pick was Field of Dreams.
I was going to say, looking at the other ones that were nominated, Born on the 4th of July, Dead Poet Society, Field of Dreams, My Left Foot. Dead Poet Society, has had a lot of cultural significance to it, but
yes,
fucking Field of Dreams.
But it for me, it's Field of Dreams.
What about The Abyss?
The Abyss was good. The Abyss was good, and don't get me wrong, there was some fantastic, that was groundbreaking for using the computer generation and stuff like that. But the story wasn't as good as Field of Dreams for me. I enjoyed it.
Story was amazing. Unfortunately, the book was better, but
yeah,
whatever. That always happens. But still, that led to your Terminator 2. Come on, man.
Yes, it did.
Field of Dreams led to Corn.
Well, yeah, but it also led to James Earl Jones doing some great lines in that, and
he was done in Star Wars.
And the best character's named Ray, so it's
there it is.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That's the one thing for the longest time I couldn't watch that movie because I thought they just come on, Ray. I'm like, fuck.
All right, so we're basing it on names now. All right, I'm next, right?
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead.
You're next.
Damn straight. 2005, $1 Million Baby. Fuck you. No, Shaun of the Dead. That movie was so good. Come on.
Yes, it was.
$1 Million Baby. Boxing movies, done with way back with Rocky. Don't need to do anymore.
I don't mind Creed now, but
frankly, I haven't seen Creed. I barely saw Rocky. I think I was drunk. But
no surprise
there. No, actually, I only want to say Shaun of the Dead, but really, my pick would have been Napoleon Dynamite for 2005.
2005. I don't think I picked anything.
Napoleon Dynamite. Oh God, that is so. What? Chris, you haven't seen it?
We both still haven't watched that whole thing.
I haven't watched any of it.
We have seen parts of it.
Yeah, little meme parts.
It's like watching a car wreck that a train plows into, and then a plane, and then a boat, and then the fucking space. It keeps getting worse.
And the whole time you're eating
it's fantastic.
Your favorite cake. It is so good.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
It is great, man. Kip is amazing. Or Uncle
Rico.
Uncle Rico getting the time machine. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I forgot about that.
Just sounds out there.
God. Oh, I want to watch that movie when we're done here.
that is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but that was 2005 too. So $1 Million Baby won it that year. Then who cares? That was Hilary Swank, right?
Yes, yeah, and she won the Oscar for that. For best
Yeah. Who cares? No, Shaun of the Dead, Simon Pegg, or Napoleon Dynamite for Best Picture.
Mm.
It's a toss-up. That's a hard one because they're both great movies. And neither of them.
I watch Shaun of the Dead like almost every year, so I'd have to go with that one. But yeah, so.
Oh, you gotta watch Napoleon Dynamite eating a steak. Big old.
Oh my God, yes. Shut up and eat your Tina, you fat lord. God, fucking God. Okay, so the first one I'm going to pick is the MTV Movie Awards. You know, definitely high bar, high standard of movie excellence. The movie awards set for music television. All right. Anyway, the best movie that year was Jurassic Park. Now it's funny because they will do some like alternative type like awards or whatever. So like they have like best kiss, they have best villain, they have things like that, which is interesting to me. I think that's kind of an interesting way to kind of do an award show. Best movie that year, Jurassic Park. Best action sequence, Jurassic Park. Here's where I have a problem. Best villain. They gave it to Alicia Silverstone from The Crush.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What?
Yes,
she shouldn't have won anything. Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, explain to me the world where you're up against a Tyrannosaurus and that's less scary or less villainous than a teenage girl. Sorry, I might could diffuse her with a few ugly words. Unless I have a rocket launcher, I'm fucking dead with the T-Rex. I'm just like, people are stupid. All these teenage boys just voted, oh no, she's hot, I'm gonna vote for that. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's what they did.
T-Rex should have totally won that, and I will never forget that. I didn't even have to look that one up.
Contests, though. Those are popularity
And
that's
contests.
the only thing that it's. I like the Much Music Movie Awards only because they did some fun shit on that, right? Like they did some really good stuff, but the awards meant nothing to me.
Oh
so
yeah, the awards they mean nothing.
Well, it was like the Oscars too, because I used to love watching Billy Crystal.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Okay, that was one of the reasons to watch some of those award shows because they'd have some really good hosts on there.
Well, the same with the Grammys. Like Grammys was really good to watch because of the collaborations you'd see on the show.
Wouldn't see the fighting. You'd hope for some bitch slapping. Oh, it was great.
You'd only get that with the rappers. Like, I mean, there was nothing else.
But like all those M&Ms come walking in. Oh, that was awesome.
that was good. I remember the Much Music video, the MTV Movie or Video Awards, sorry. And I do remember who was it? Was it Flea? And he climbed up and started shaking.
No, that was Rage Against the Machine.
Oh,
it was the bassist or guitarist or whatever had gotten
drummer.
Anyway, I don't know. One of the members got really pissed that they didn't win or something, and got up on.
Well, he was hammered too.
He got up on one of the.
And he's shaking
on one of the big giant sets. It was like a guitar or something, and he just on a live show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's yelling and screaming as he's
he's shaking it.
Sorry.
He was like 20 feet up. He could have died if he'd fallen off that.
Yep.
Oh, we're not that lucky to see that on TV.
No.
All right, Chris, what's your next one?
Oh, okay, so in 1999, the Oscar for Best Picture went to Shakespeare in Love. Now, that was unnecessary because Gwyneth Paltrow also won that year for Best Actress, and it was fine. It was an okay movie. I don't think it was like the best. What should have won was Elizabeth with Cate Blanchett. That was way better. That's a period movie about Elizabeth I, and she was awesome.
No, sorry, you're wrong.
That's fine. You don't have to agree with me.
I totally agree with you that Shakespeare in Love should not have won.
I love historical movies, so that's why I think Elizabeth should.
And yet you're overlooking Life is Beautiful.
What are you fucking talking about? Did you not look at what's next to it? Saving Private Ryan. Fucking Saving Private Ryan is a capstone for people. Like that
was great, but almost made me throw up in the first opening sequence.
Oh, yes, but that was the point, hey guys, this is what war's really like. Go.
But Life is Beautiful made me almost throw up at the end.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Those movies, they're too, I don't know.
That was
Anyways,
another
I
date
thought
movie.
Elizabeth should have won, but that's just my opinion, and you don't.
I got dragged to that one. I had to read a whole fucking movie. Oh.
So basically, what we're saying is Shakespeare in Love won.
But it shouldn't.
If we had picked Elizabeth, Life is Beautiful, or Saving Private Ryan, any three of those should have beat it out. Like that's
Yes.
already
Okay.
3 movies that should
I
have been
will agree
ahead
with
of
But
it.
you want to know what should have beat them all out?
Hmm.
Waterboy.
Oh my gosh.
Or not.
See, I win again. Waterboy.
Oh my god,
It had
that movie
Henry
was
Winkler in
so great.
Oh, it's so stupid.
See, that's another series of movies like some of Adam Sandler's good comedy movies. I can't wait to start showing the boys.
Some
Oh,
of them
I've
are
done
great.
that.
Some of them are great. We watched a couple of them with the kids. We still haven't watched Little Nicky with them yet.
I haven't seen Little Nicky.
Little Licky? Is that
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky. That was one I thought was just okay. That's one I thought he was
It
kind of
was-
starting up.
It started going woo.
Yeah.
But like Waterboy,
Happy Gilmore.
Happy
Billy
Happy
Madison.
Gilmore is still one of the best
Billy
movies
Madison.
he's ever made. Happy Gilmore is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
So,
Even
Ray,
Eight
what's your-
Crazy Nights was pretty good.
do what now?
Eight Crazy
Crazy
Nights,
Nights.
the animated one.
You know what? I've never seen that one. I've heard
Oh.
good things about it though.
It is good.
He's
So.
right. There's not a lot of Hanukkah holiday movies.
Maybe that's why he wrote and sang that song
That's
on
why I
SNL. Ray, what's your next one?
All right, I'm gonna go with 1996 awards. Braveheart won,
Mm-hmm.
and
Please say
shouldn't
it.
have.
Please say it.
I have to pick Apollo 13.
Yes.
Yes,
Finally.
I totally agree.
On the same page on that one.
It's such a good movie.
It was
I
great.
will watch it all the way through if it's on. Like it doesn't matter when it's on. I'll
That's your whale
Yeah.
part
song.
way through.
Part
It
of your
is.
whale- part
It
of your
is
whale
one of my
song.
selections for whale song, as we described it here.
It's from a
Um,
Simpsons episode.
Yeah, I will absolutely. I love that movie. It's
You do.
doesn't matter.
To the
And
point
it doesn't matter. You already a logical person already knows how it turned out, but it doesn't matter. You were still on the edge of your seat because I guarantee
Yes.
there were people who were like, "Well, what's going to happen?"
I didn't know anything about it until I
Okay.
watched.
Yeah.
But you do. You play it on repeat. You like
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
You like those types of movies.
Yep. Yeah, it's such a good movie, and the acting was fantastic. Gary
really like Tom
Sinise
Hanks.
and Tom Hanks, and like
Mhm.
you name it, they're
Kevin
all
Bacon was in
Kevin
it?
Bacon, like yeah, they're all great. So
Oh, Bill Paxton was
Bill
in
Paxton was in
Yeah.
it as well.
Aw.
Yeah.
One of my favorite scenes from that movie is when they're trying to figure out how to fit the square peg in the round hole.
That is also one of my favorite scenes
Right.
when they literally dump all the stuff out and they're like, "All right, we have to
We got to
make
figure
this
out how to yep.
work in this."
And all
Go.
we got
You've
to
got
work
like 4
is
hours.
that. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the
Go
ass
get the
ended of a
coffee,
dead
sir.
rhinoceros line. That was great.
What's that?
I'll eat the ass ended of a dead rhinoceros.
Yeah.
That's Bill Paxton, man. That was awesome.
He had some great lines.
Yeah. It was, anyway, that's
What's
one
your next one, Sean?
I think all my years are screwed up. 1987, Platoon won it. Should have been Three Amigos.
I'll agree to that.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, man. That's Chevy Chase, like plethora.
I
I
can't
think
wait to
that
show
made
to the
that
boys.
word plethora famous. Come on, a
Who shot the
plethora
Invisible
of
Man?
pinatas.
That was such a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Oh man, the Amigo salute.
Oh, that's still the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you the singing bush? Like it had so many great lines in it.
May I have your watch when you are dead?
Yeah.
Summoning the invisible swordsman.
Oh, that was a fantastic movie.
And then bang.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
I
all
should-
shut up. Yeah, but no, instead they gave it to Platoon. It's like
Yeah,
so
well, you
depressing.
know. Okay, so I'm taking us to 2009.
Okay.
The Hurt Locker won. Other movies I see on here that could have easily won.
2010.
I'm not even.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
wrong
even a
here.
big fan. No, I'm looking at the 2009 award. The 82nd annual award went to the Hurt Locker.
I thought it went to Slumdog Millionaire.
It went
No,
to
you're looking at the other year.
Well, that's what I thought at first, but Christian
That's what I
Ray told
thought.
me I was wrong.
Well, see, okay, I'm looking at Wikipedia, and it says 2009, 82nd annual, and then it says Hurt Locker.
We looked it up too. So if you actually Google the year, then it's
okay. Well, anyway, so
Anyway,
so we're looking at
Slumdog.
2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Hurt Locker 1.
2008.
Oh,
yeah. So in 2009.
The Blind Side was a good movie.
Well,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a big fan of what's his face? Who Made Inglourious Bastards? But I thought that was a better movie. But fucking Up was nominated.
Aww.
Probably should have won.
2008 too.
Up was so good. I mean, I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, that movie kind of changed and became a different movie." It doesn't fucking matter. Like the first 5 minutes of that movie, there's like one line of dialogue, and it tells this entire story. That is a masterful stroke of art to be able to do that. Like if you told a lot of like high level filmmakers, I want you to do the same thing, there's no way they could fucking do it. And that, like, now granted, I was also going through, Christy and I were going through, that was the time in our life when we were still trying to get pregnant. And so that hit me on a different level, but Up is a fantastic movie. Yeah, I like I said, The Hurt Locker was good. I did watch it.
Yes, Hurt Locker was good.
But it was one of those movies like I'm like, all right, that was a good movie. Probably never watching that again.
2009, another nomination though. I know it's been a while, but Avatar was nominated.
Yeah, in 20,
like
yeah.
See, I'm not a huge fan of Avatar.
Like,
but it was
just
groundbreaking.
Everything surrounding, like the effects, the story.
I think that's
it kicks the shit out of Hurt Locker.
I would have put District 9 over it. District 9 was
District 9
fantastic.
District 9 was great
and then
movie.
we are forgetting Star Trek. The remake was in
Did it come out?
2009. Yes.
Wow, it was that long ago?
Yes, it was. Wow. So, like, that should have just blown everyone out of the water. And it wasn't even nominated. So, the Academy Award people, and all the nominations are full of shit.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
All right. What's your next one, Chris?
So, in 2003 or whenever it happened, Chicago won for Best Picture.
Okay.
I guess I didn't like it. Or I haven't seen it.
No, I'm looking at the other things that were nominated.
I would have preferred The Pianist win because I watching that movie and realizing and knowing is based on a true story and everything. Yeah, I cried when I watched The Pianist.
I would have went with The Two Towers.
Yeah, same here.
I know, but I don't like The Two Towers. I would want either the Fellowship of the Ring to win, the initial one, or
Return of the King with the 7 different endings.
Yes,
yeah.
There's more in the book.
But you don't get that scene of Treebeard walking out and getting pissed and making that call and it's just like fucking destroy everything.
I'm so mad at Tolkien for only writing that amount of the ants and nothing else ever in any of his things. Yeah. Just that.
God, that was such an awesome
scrub
scene.
Family.
Oh, that was such a great scene. That and whenever look to the east and they look up and there's Gandalf and it's just like, fuck yeah, you're about to get wrecked.
That was a good scene. But I like The Pianist for
gotcha.
movies like that. Yes.
Ray, what's your next one?
So I have to go with so the award show for 2001, which is the 2000s winner.
Anyway,
it was Gladiator was the winner.
Okay.
Okay.
Gladiator was a good movie.
Yeah.
Almost Famous has got to be one of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay, so I was looking at the other things that were actually nominated. I was like, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was good. Aaron Brockovich was good.
That was a good one.
Almost Famous wasn't even nominated, and it was so creative. It was on a lower budget. The music was fantastic.
Cameron Crowe.
And it was, and I don't know, it was a coming of age story that I love hearing it. And
what about Mission to Mars? It was the same year. It was so much better.
Gary
Sinise.
I know, I didn't enjoy Mission to Mars.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one. I don't remember that one.
You're a Red Planet fan. You like Val Kilmer.
No. No.
right.
No, you want a fucked up movie? Sphere was fucked up.
Yeah, that was. Even the book was fucked up.
Anyway. Yep. So yeah, Almost Famous. That's my pick.
Gotcha. Sean, what's your next one?
All right. 2000 Oscars. American Beauty won, which I did see. It was all right. Very artsy fartsy, but whatever.
Oh, I see two on here already that I would have put above it.
The Sixth Sense was nominated, and I probably would have picked that over the nominations. But really, the top movie of that year was Austin Powers: The Spy That Shagged Me. By far, a way better movie. Yeah.
I was gonna say on the nominations list there were two I would have put easily put over it. The Sixth Sense is one of them, and The Green Mile. The Green Mile is heartbreaking.
That was like the first movie I ever went to that actually had an intermission in the movie. I'd never gone to one so long.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
did they have an intermission when we went? No.
Yeah, they actually stopped the movie for intermission. Thank God.
Did they do that at
it was Return of the King,
Port Elgin one? Because that's the first time I ever went to an intermission movie was in the Port Elgin Theater and Return of the King, and it was a scene where he's about to go get attacked by the giant spider. I'm like, holy, and then all of a sudden it fucking cuts off. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, this was in St. Catharines, but yeah.
What?
You have to pick at the right place. You can't do that. That's crazy.
Fucking stupid. So I didn't go there for quite a while after that one.
I would have been a little mad about that one too. All right, the next one I'm picking is 2010, 2009. King's Speech won. This is okay. Now, the last two that I've picked are when they decided, hey, we're going to start having like 10 movies instead of just 5, so we can throw some more other stuff in there. It's not going to win, but we're going to throw it in there so maybe people will start watching more. The King's Speech won.
Mm-hmm.
Inception was fucking on there.
Yeah.
Inception is a fantastic movie. The Social Network was good. True Grit was fantastic. And I'm not even a huge Coen Brothers fan, but oh my God, that movie was great. But Toy Story 3 was on there.
Yeah. Toy Story 3, 100%.
That scene when they're holding hands and they're
oh my God. Yes, it's
yep.
And just the whole start of them looking around. Well, I guess this is it. This is all of us that made it. And I'm just like,
yep.
Oh man, God, why is this animated? And I'm a grown man, and I'm like, my heart's breaking here. So, but yeah, like there were several movies, nominated that year that there was no way they were going to make it, but the King's Speech was okay, but not
all the swearing and how to get over that stutter and what they had to do. That was funny.
Yeah. So, all right, Chris, do you have another one?
Yeah, I only have two more. So, when The Departed won the Best Oscar, did not like that. There's a lot of death at the end that I did not feel was necessary. Graphic as well. I'm very choosy with the Martin Scorsese.
Gotcha.
What should have won was Pan's Labyrinth. That was a stunning movie. It was gorgeous. I love Guillermo del Toro, and it was so sad.
Oh man.
Yeah,
it was sad.
It was sad. I didn't like that movie.
I love that movie.
I don't like that movie.
My heart, but in like a really.
It was a beautiful way to tell a story.
Yeah, that was so sad.
Yes.
I preferred Slither.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
That was cool. What do you mean? Slither was awesome.
I don't know.
Same year. That should have won.
I don't know. I really liked The Departed. I'm like you though. I'm picky about Marty's movies, but I thought The Departed was really good.
I guess it's just the type of movies you like watching, but like near the end when everything started, I'm like, oh, what did I remember?
What the fuck is the point of that?
Now it's just sad for the wrong reasons.
Did y'all see the other nominees? We have The Departed, which is very serious, very dark. Babel, very serious, very dark. Letters from Iwo Jima, The Queen, and Little Miss Sunshine, which was a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but
Going for eclectic mix, I think, that year.
Yeah, definitely.
Something. Yeah.
Ray, you have another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 2008 movies, which was the 2009 awards. Slumdog Millionaire won, and man, did I really enjoy The Wrestler.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Yes, that was a fantastic movie.
And how, like, just because it wasn't even, it was like the return of what's his name? Mickey Rourke as well, right? Like, and man, did he ever play that role really well? I was big into wrestling at the time as
yeah, you
still, and yeah, it was just
because wasn't that sort of based on Jake the Snake?
like it was on
Yeah.
like almost all the wrestlers at the
Okay.
time, like just that era of wrestler, Jake the Snake being one of them, and yeah, heartbreaking, but I don't know, I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Also, Aunt May is
Iron
hot
Man.
as shit in that movie.
Iron Man came out.
Iron Man, Iron Man's another
Like that started off a global phenomenon.
Wow.
It was a really great movie.
It was, yeah, it was. But it
See, I'm looking at the other
nominated.
No.
I'm looking at the other nominees. Frost Nixon was really good, and so was Milt.
That was very good. Yes.
Both of those were really good too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Frost Nixon
but it
really
was
good.
Slumdog Millionaire that won it.
Yeah. That one just kind of had a like. I remember like everyone was talking about that, and I was like, it like leading up to it. I think everyone was just like, don't. If you want to show up, show up. But they're gonna fucking walk away with it. That was kind of a lock at that point. So
Still haven't watched that movie.
Which one?
Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh, I did. It was.
No, I haven't either.
I don't think it should have won the Oscar, but it was an interesting tale. But it shouldn't have won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Sean, I think we're back around to you.
93.
93. All right.
Unforgiven won that year. Yeah.
Okay.
Wayne's World, baby.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Should have been Wayne's World. Fucking right. That was like the best Saturday Night Live movie that ever came out.
Yeah.
Oh, so great.
I would agree.
Shout out to like Scarborough and Tim Hortons and Road Hockey and
A Few Good Men was nominated too.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
also
so was
who cares?
Another one. I love that movie.
yeah, like
Yeah.
if we're talking about cultural significance, A Few Good Men definitely beats out Unforgiven. Like because the courtroom scene is like still known.
I'm so glad you said beat Unforgiven and not Wayne's World.
Oh,
Oh no!
No,
Wayne's
I
World
think-
wins.
yeah, Wayne's World wins. We're
But
just
out of
saying.
the nominees,
Yes.
Few Good
Yeah,
Men
whatever.
wins.
Whatever.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. I haven't really seen another one that just really jumped out to me. Give me just a second
Yep.
here.
Yep.
I don't know. Let's see.
Go.
You know what? Go ahead and skip me. Ray, do you got another one?
You sure?
Go for it.
I got my last one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. That's right. You said you had two. Go on.
Okay, so going along with the whole Slumdog Millionaire thing that they shouldn't have won, Doubt was also nominated, and that was a really good movie. I liked because it was one of the first movies I'd ever seen where the ending wasn't conclusive and it left it up to you.
Yeah.
And it was like right around the time where the Catholic Church was going through some shit. And
If you haven't
I just
watched
thought
it,
it was
it's a really
'cause,
good movie.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it and Meryl Streep, and it's really good. But I liked the fact that the movie you didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was happening. So that should have won way before something.
It was actually really well done.
Yeah, it was really good. And that's it. That's all I've got.
Gotcha. All right, I have my next pick. We're going.
No, you got yours. Go
Are
ahead.
you sure?
Yep.
Okay. 2014, 2015. Spotlight won. I'm seeing two on here that easily should have beat that movie. Mad Max Fury Road
Oh yeah. That was
Yes.
or The Martian.
Yes.
The Martian is one of the best book adaptations I think ever. Even though they changed stuff in it, the change I understand the changes that they made.
good. Yes.
I was okay with those changes.
Yeah, I
as
was
well.
fine with
Yeah.
those changes too because of time. Like you can only make a
Yes.
movie so long. You can't have everything in it. And what they did cut, I was fine with.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah, Mad Max Fury Road.
That was a good one.
Oh my God! Visually, that movie that is a masterpiece of a movie. Even if you're not like a huge fan of it, just watching it for the audacity that they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna do most of this like real life." Like,
Mhm.
Yep.
I think that's
that
why
was
it's so
crazy.
good. Yeah.
Yep.
So I need to go back and watch that again. That was a good movie. All right, Ray, back around to you.
Yeah. 2012 the award show, the artist one.
Okay.
Was it that French?
Still haven't watched that one yet.
I haven't either.
Oh,
I had to go with Moneyball.
you love that.
Moneyball was a good movie.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was for a movie that's just about baseball. Man, does it dig into? I don't know. I really enjoyed it, and I thought all the actors played it really well. So,
what about Captain America? That was the year Captain America came out first. Which was really, it was really good.
It was good.
Another good one was Limitless. Came out that year. I don't know if you saw that one with Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I did.
I really enjoyed that. I thought that was smart. I was sober when I watched it too, dude.
Wow. Okay.
All right. I remember. I barely remember it now, but I do remember watching it and being like, "Yeah, I can get behind it." That's the one where the pill makes him intelligent. Yeah.
They actually did a TV series afterwards. Bradley Cooper came back for part of it. Like it
I remember them
continued from the
advertising
movie. It was really good, and then they just like and canceled it. But it was really good. Smart.
All right, Sean, what's your next one?
I'm gonna go 2015 Birdman one.
Ooh, okay.
Really should have been Guardians of the Galaxy. That first one, Volume 1.
That was really a good movie.
Not only the story, but the music, everything. The acting in it was top notch. Like no one thought it was gonna cut like Guardians of the Galaxy. Who the hell are these people?
Yep.
And like everyone
about that one, yeah.
It was like, oh my god, I'm like in love with our talking raccoon. He's so cool. And there's a plant. It's plants talking, kind of. It's like amazing.
Yeah.
So,
it was good. I really enjoyed Birdman.
I haven't seen it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those I keep.
That's a Michael Keaton, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have stuck with Batman.
Well, that's
what I did there.
It's kind of what this ties into, and I really enjoyed it.
I know. We'll save that later.
It was I thought it was an interesting take.
Yeah. All right, it's my turn?
Yep.
All right, so this would have been 76, 77. Annie Hall won. Over Goodbye Girl, Julia, The Turning Point. Fucking Star Wars. Come on. The biggest movie ever. Like, how could you not have given it for... Like, it defined what the term blockbuster. Like, that wasn't even a thing. How could you not say this was the most influential movie of the year? Period.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Like, I understand not maybe giving it to the other ones just because, but I mean, even then, fucking Empire was so fantastic. Yeah. But just like this defined what science fiction is. Like, oh my god. Anyway, that's ridiculous. All right, does anyone have anything else? Other ones?
I've got one more.
All right, man, go ahead and go.
Yeah. So 2013 Argo won.
Okay.
And I enjoyed Skyfall. I thought Skyfall was a really good James Bond movie. It was probably where Daniel Craig should have ended it there.
Probably. Yeah.
In my opinion. But anyway, I think it should have won. I thought I still haven't seen Argo.
Okay, I've seen Argo. Argo is really good. I was looking at the other ones on here that the only other one on there I saw really no, wait a minute. I did see Silver Linings Playbook. That was really good.
Yeah. It was a weirdly cast with Jennifer Lawrence because wasn't that character supposed to be in her 30s? And
yeah, she definitely had to play up on that.
Any movie with Jennifer Lawrence is weirdly cast.
But Life of Pi was on there as well, and that was also really kind of out there. But like if you're looking at artsy movies, like it doesn't get much artsier than that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right. Well, Sean, do you have any more?
I'm going to go with one that I totally agreed with. 1995 was Forrest Gump.
I looked
totally
at that.
Agree.
I looked at that one too, and I agree.
Forrest Gump. Totally agree. Finally got one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I got other ones, but
especially compared to what was also. I mean, granted, The Shawshank Redemption has a long tail on it. Pulp Fiction, there are people who still fucking love that.
Yeah, I get it, but
Forrest Gump, like, man, that was
that
was a good movie.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just looking.
84. Terms of Endearment should have been National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. If it had Chevy Chase in it, should have fucking won. Beverly D'Angelo. Oh.
I'm so just kind of looking at some of these other ones. I'm going back. It's funny when you start going back and you look at some of these other ones. It's like, okay, in '64, you literally had Mary Poppins, My Fair Lady, and Doctor Strangelove.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird one. And how did Mary Poppins not win that?
I don't know.
Freaking Julie Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
man.
I mean, I know My Fair Lady still has a fall, but I mean, like, everyone fucking knows Mary Poppins. Like, that's just.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, some of these, Lawrence of Arabia, I see why that one won, because that was like a huge, grand, movie, in itself. So.
Or 57, when Around the World in 80 Days one should have been 10 Commandments.
Oh God, yes.
Crap. Yeah, they were nominated, didn't win.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd be so scared of Charlton Heston coming at me with a gun.
we had to watch that every year.
We had a librarian
at Easter.
At public school.
In public school.
And we didn't have air conditioning in our.
Oh.
And
it got stanky.
It got really bad sometimes.
Bunch of tweens hitting puberty, and nobody was wearing deodorant.
So bad.
Nice.
Spicy.
And one of my teachers, Mr. Fish, every time he'd look over.
I bought that in Blu-ray last year. I had to watch it by myself because no one in the family would watch it. But that was a good way to spend an afternoon. 1960,
The Apartment won up against The Alamo. The Alamo, now granted, I'm from Texas, but The Alamo with fucking John Wayne is not historically accurate. But growing up seeing John Wayne defend The Alamo, that's kind of burned into my brain. So,
or 47, The Best Years of Our Lives won. Should have been It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh hell yeah! How did that not happen?
Didn't win.
Or yeah, see, that's crazy.
The year before it was The Lost Weekend. Should have been The Bells of St. Mary.
The one after Gentleman's Agreement should have been Miracle on 34th Street. Like those fucking movies are still played today. No one fucking watches these.
Gone with the Wind beat out Wizard of Oz.
Really?
Yeah, that was 1940.
Now that would be tough for me because I mean, Gone with the Wind was giant and
I've never seen it, but yeah, it's a giant, big one. But still,
sweeping epic.
Yeah. The only interesting thing about Gone with the Wind is when it's the burning of Atlanta, they went and burned a bunch of old Hollywood sets, including like King Kong, and it's just like, you did what?
Blasphemous.
Like you were just like, oh no, we need stuff to burn, so we're gonna do this. So,
wow.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington was that year too. Of Mice and Men was that year too. Wow.
1974, the Sting one. I would have thought American Graffiti.
Yeah, I would have thought so too.
Yeah, they actually had that one playing in our theater a couple of years ago. Deb and I went to see that one again.
American Graffiti?
Yeah, in the theater. I loved it. I don't think she was too keen on it, but whatever.
You can definitely see where there's a lot of influence has kept going throughout the rest of his time. So, but. Well, all right. I guess that is our show for the month, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and move on to our picks and pans. Sean, I already know what you said yours was, which also ties into mine. So tell you what, why don't you go ahead and go first?
All right. My pick is I got to see The Batman today. Mm-hmm. And my pan is I went to see The Batman today.
Okay, so how can it be your pick and your pan? Tell me about this.
Because I was so excited that I got to see it, and it was so boring.
Oh, see.
Oh my God, it was it wasn't horrible, but I really wish I could have had my money back. I'd rather have seen it on like a streaming service where I'd already paid, so it would only been a percentage instead of paying for my family to see it. It was like, when you're checking your watch like every 20 minutes to see when it was going to be over, that's not a sign of a good movie.
No, it's not. No. And I've definitely done that before.
So, yeah, that's my pick and pan.
Well, my pick is The Batman. I actually really enjoyed it. It's funny that I'm saying this because I totally would have thought I would have had the opposite opinion on this. I actually liked his Batman.
Yeah.
I didn't care for his Bruce Wayne.
Well, the good thing there was only about 30 seconds of that in the whole
Yeah,
movie.
that's true too. So, but no, I thought his Batman was okay. One of the interesting things I talked to our buddy Cy the other night, and he really liked it. He also is of the opinion that DC movies need to be dark, and I think what I've come to the conclusion is, I think number one, I think we need two Batman. I think we need Batman just within the Batman universe, and yes, it needs to be dark. It plays so much better when it's more grounded, and Batman is more of a detective, and the bad guys are like more psychologically twisted and everything. I think that works really well. If we're gonna do anything else where we involve other superheroes, I think we need a lighter version because after seeing some, these last edits of Justice League and stuff like that, I'm like, no, I think going lighter was a little bit better strategy on that. So, um, and I think he agreed with that. So that is one of my picks. I've actually got two more. One that just kind of popped in my head here a second ago. One of my other ones is the Obi-Wan trailer came out,
Oh, yeah.
and oh my god, I am so excited. It looks like they've done a really good job with this. If you have not watched the cartoon series, I'm sure you're just like, oh, that's a cool dude that's got two lightsabers that seem to be spinning. Of course, anyone who's watched the cartoon series is like, oh, fucking Inquisitors, this is going to be awesome. Because that was my kind of concern when they first announced the Obi-Wan series. I was like, so is it just going to be him, like, chilling in the desert? Like,
Yeah,
finding the egg things to get water or whatever? Like,
forgetting that his name was
Ben? Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I was really excited to see this. And then the third one is, I've got two 3D printers over here. They're both Dremel 3D20s. I've had them for quite a while. They have a plexi build plate, and then you put something over it. It's like kind of you can use like blue painter's tape. Some people will do that. But I always bought the specific adhesive like mat that would go on it. And so whenever I would print, if it was something flat, I then had to like kind of like take, well, here's the tools that I use to coerce things off of the build plate. I'm holding up a mallet and basically a painter's knife, and I would just kind of like chisel underneath it, and I was hoping I wouldn't chip anything off, and eventually I'd get it off there. And finally, like, and someone in a group was like, here, go buy this, cut it down, it'll work. I should have grabbed one here so I could show you, but basically it's a large magnet that adheres to the plate, and then it's got a magnetic top that goes on top of it, and so it prints directly on that. And when it's time to take it off, you peel it off, and then you just like pop it off the back of this build plate, and I don't have to chisel anymore. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Awesome. I don't understand why Dremel has never released something like this to support them, because like now everyone in this group is like going to Amazon and buying these things out. It's for a different company, but you can cut it down, and it was like $12, and it's going to save me so much time, so much money. Because like the adhesive stuff that Dremel would sell, they wanted like $10 a sheet, and yeah, I could get them to last for quite a while, but there was the occasional time I'd be trying to chisel one off, and it would cut into it, and then I either had to toss it or try to 3D print around it, or just accept that it's going to have like a divot in part of the print or whatever. So yeah, like as soon as I discovered that, I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, and I'm so excited about it. So it's one of those things I should have brought up on Creatively Geeky, so maybe we'll do that. So anyway, Ray, what's your pick-up hand?
My pick, I'll go with two picks. So I enjoyed the Batman. I thought it was a really good slow burn. There was some really nice, some really good scenes in there where like they were very artistic. The fight scene when all you see is the flash of a muzzle, and that's what lights up. I thought that was great.
That was fun. Yes.
I enjoy the new Batmobile as well. I thought it was a nice car.
Oh my god, yes, absolutely. I like. Yeah, like yeah. I think this may already like bump up above. Don't get me wrong, I love the Tumbler.
Yeah.
But oh my god, that was a mean looking car, and I was like, ooh, that looks cool.
So, but yeah, other than that, it was I enjoyed that one, and then the other one is that we started our kitchen.
Woohoo!
And I'm glad that we started it. I want it done. But we're trying to do it the right way, so we are definitely going slow with it. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good deal. Chris, what's your picker pan?
So I have a couple picks. So the new Pixar movie Turning Red, we watched that the other day.
Yeah.
That was really cute. I really liked it. Logan really loved it.
I haven't seen it, but my boys watched it and they both said it was really good.
It was really good. It was nice watching a animated movie that wasn't solely directed at little kids or like children like 10 and under.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice, and then see just a couple of the Canadian, you know,
it's based in Toronto. So
it's based in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
So to see a Daisy Mart, and then to see
Tim
the
Hortons
Tower,
plug.
Tim Hortons plug, and then to call it, when they call it the Sky Dome, because it's based in 2002. So when they call it the Sky Dome,
It was actually the Sky Dome.
it was
yeah.
actually
Nice.
the Sky Dome. It's called the Rogers Center now. So that was really great. I really liked it. I don't like the backlash that it's getting for the reasons it's getting. I think people who are pissed off that it's talking about
Puberty.
It happens, dude. Like, I don't understand why. And I thought that they talked about it in a really awesome and funny and relatable way. It was hilarious.
Humans go through it.
Yeah. And that's, anyway. We also watched, Ray and I watched The Atom Project on Netflix. Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that looked good.
I liked it. Obviously, I mean, there's some plot holes. That one of the villains was like, okay, it's a little
That's
cliche, but whatever.
can-
But the idea was really nice, and it's a feel good movie. It's cute. You don't have to think too much when you watch it.
Did you see the TikTok that they released hyping the movie, but it was for the time change?
I did, yes.
Oh.
It's Ryan Reynolds
Yes,
and
coming back.
what's his name standing there, and they're like, we're here to talk about the time change, but we got someone who knows more about it, and then it literally just like pans over and it's fucking Doc Brown. And then
I missed
after
that one.
Oh no, so they do that and he gives this whole speech and it's fantastic. And then it pans back and the two guys are just like, it's fucking him, that's awesome. And they're like, they're so excited, they're like, go watch the Atom Project. And as it's like panning out, they're like, the time change is bullshit. Oh yeah, I hate it. It's a perfect little ad. If I can find it, I'll send it to you.
And then I have one more. So Quinny and I, we tried to like pick a movie or a series of stuff to watch together, and he's really into League of Legends. So on Netflix, there's a show called Arcane, which is based on part of League of Legends, and it's animated. It's really good. We finally finished it. I think there's like 9 episodes. It's really good. I love the animation. It was really cool to sit with Quinn because then he could tell me some of the backstory behind some of the characters and let me know the significance of certain people and stuff like that, certain characters, because he's delved pretty deep in all of that. It took them 6 years to make the first season.
They
They
announced
have-
season 2.
Yeah, they have said that there is a season 2. They have said that we are not getting it this year, but that it won't take another 6 years.
Yeah.
So I really like it. It's not 5 years. I feel like that was the trip. It'll take us 5 years. It wasn't 6. But it's really good. It's not graphic. There are some scenes that could be adult situational, but the way they animated it made it not uncomfortable to watch with my 13-year-old kid.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, it's on my to-do list. Like
It's good. It's really
I've
good.
heard good things about it, and it's on my Netflix queue. I just haven't had a chance to get to it yet.
Yeah, it's definitely good. And the episodes, I think, are like 45 minutes-ish around there. So, yeah, but it's good.
Good deal. Yeah, that's definitely on my to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that is our show for the month, ladies and gentlemen. If you would please give us a positive rating on iTunes, Google, Stitcher, wherever it is you listen to the show or watch the show. You can also find us on YouTube. You can check us out at epicallygeeky.com, where you can find the rest of our shows, to include the Creatively Geeky show, Sustainably Geeky and Marginally Geeky. On Creatively Geeky, we didn't have an episode last month. We're going to correct that here shortly. Had some technical issues, but yeah, that should be fun. And then you can always find us on all the different social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Where can we find you online, Ray?
The Reluctant Yeti on Instagram.
Chris?
Victorian Botanical on Instagram.
Sean?
Screwing with Wikipedia as always.
Is that why the years are off? Is that why we're so screwed up this time?
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I didn't catch it in time.
I know, right?
I know. But I've also found out my daughter's correcting all my mistakes. So
Well, there you go.
Oh, bugger. And then your favorite broken toy on Instagram.
And as always, you can follow my individual wacky adventure online at Optimus Gene on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, have a good night.